Well, we just have to pass it up because with this bad weather that's in the area, and with the tornado watch, you can never be too careful. And
yeah, I know. I'm not going to take unnecessary chances.
I know you wouldn't do that. I have confidence in you.
Is Matt at work?
He just went out to run a couple of errands.
Okay.
Well, did you see that lightning out there? That was a big flash.
I didn't. Is the computer powered down?
I'm going to go shut it down. I'm going to shut down the computer here, folks. This is getting bad. Computer is shutting down.
We're going to be hearing a moment from a representative of the American Bankers Association. Another thing, they are saying that this proposal is so big, so controversial, it's going to be
Whoa.
and create uncertainty in the financial markets. What do you say? We have done a lot of consultation. We're very encouraged by the support that we're getting from Congress. The president also made it clear, one, that the status quo just can't go on.
Scattered thunderstorms. Low 66. Winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. congestion for our area.
Throughout the evening. Severe thunderstorms and tornadoes from the northern plains across the Midwest into the southeast. There's also a chance of severe thunderstorms in the southern plains, the panhandles of Texas and Oklahoma.
It's not too often we see this many severe weather watches over this widespread area of real estate. From the central plains, where we have 3 tornado watches and a severe thunderstorm watch, to the eastern United States, where we have a tornado watch and 3 severe thunderstorm watches. So we're talking about widespread severe weather, including these thunderstorms that have moved out of Nebraska, across into northeastern Kansas, and now are heading into Missouri. They've held up for a we still have some warnings out on these, not tornado warnings, but we had some warnings for tornadoes earlier. And in fact, they did put down at least 3 tornadoes and also baseball-sized hail. Now, we're seeing widespread areas of potential of more hail and more damaging winds into Caldwell, Clinton counties here, still under severe thunderstorm warnings even as we speak. We do have some warnings, too, to the north. This for possible tornadoes with this very slow-moving thunderstorm that covers Grant, Otter Tail, and Wilkins County here in Minnesota, just to the west of Interstate 94. We may still see the possibility of a tornado with that thunderstorm, and that warning is out for several more minutes. It's just part of a widespread the River Valley, into the Ohio River Valley, the Great Lakes, and southward into the Deep South, where we could see strong thunderstorms the rest of the evening. We'll also be watching for an overnight threat. That across portions of southeastern Nebraska, on into northern Missouri and portions of Iowa once again, even into Illinois. This is an area to watch for overnight thunderstorms, so make sure you have that NOAA weather radio or the notify service from the Weather Channel so Jim Cantori can call you and let you know if you've got a dangerous storm that is in your area and wake you up so you can get out of harm's way. Tomorrow, we'll be watching more of the plains across portions of the Midwest and even into the Mid-Atlantic for severe thunderstorms. So, widespread areas to watch tonight and tomorrow and even on into Friday. Let's talk more about some of those other areas we're watching right now, Vivian.
Here we're talking about the southeast, anywhere from the Carolinas back into the panhandles of Texas and Oklahoma. Look at all of the severe weather watches. Now, the yellow encased areas are severe thunderstorm watches. Nick just told us all about the tornado watches. So let's begin with this one over the panhandle of Texas, including parts of the panhandle of Oklahoma. Again, hailstones at least to the size of quarters, if not larger than that, could be associated with these storms, as well as winds in excess of 60 miles an hour, heavy downpours, clouds of ground lightning. We've had reports up to, look at this particular cluster, still holding its own as it moved across the downtown Amarillo area within the last hour. We all saw it begin here south of town, and then it moved north of the region, and now it continues to move off to the northeast. Again, hailstones and gusty winds associated with these storms. Now crossing over Arkansas, southern Missouri, until we get into Kentucky and Tennessee. That's where the storms are refiring here. Just south of the Nashville area and Murfreesboro. We've had reports of severe thunderstorm warnings here. Marshall.
For tonight, scattered thunderstorms, low 66, chance of rain 60%. And on Thursday, mostly cloudy, high 72, winds west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And Thursday night, mostly cloudy skies, low 60, winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our seven-day outlook. Traffic conditions around our area.
that is the skyline there. Hazy conditions. Temperatures in the upper 80s right now, but we were in the low 90s earlier today. And guess what? Tomorrow we are talking mid-90s, and then on Friday, upper 90s expected. So the heat will be continuously getting bigger, if you will, in terms of the heat wave growing over the deep south. Again, right now in downtown Atlanta, it's 89 degrees. We have 93 in New Orleans, 94 in Houston, the same in Dallas. But as mentioned, today, kind of a cool day in comparison, because as we look at tomorrow, 95. Yeah, so prepare today what you're going to do tomorrow to withstand all of this heat. In any of the downtown Peachtree streets, you cannot escape the heat tomorrow. I'll tell you that. 95 in Nashville, 97 we're expecting tomorrow in New Orleans, the same in Houston and Dallas, and about 96 deep in the heart of Texas in San Antonio. Not only will it be hot, but you know, the humidity, that's what you like about the South, right? Wrong, I know. 105, that's what it's going to feel like tomorrow in Montgomery, as well as around the Memphis area. Well above 100 degrees is the actual heat index, if you will, and that means how it actually feels, the heat and humidity combined. So please prepare for a string of extremely dangerously hot conditions. Okay, here's a look at the official forecast. Won't really cool down or kind of break that heat wave until Monday for you, Atlanta.
Well, let me tell you where it's wet. That's in North Dakota. Boy, they've been getting it soaking this week. Take Abercrombie here, where residents are bailing out from 8 inches of rain that fell last night. Today they were pumping out water from basements and trying to dry out. Abercrombie is on the south side of Fargo. It's south of Fargo, rather, just right along the Minnesota border. At least it's not hot there. Temperatures right about average here around North Dakota, but I tell you what, it's been wet. Not only here, but also in Bismarck, North Dakota. Yesterday you had your third wettest day on record in June. Over 3 inches of rain. That's more than your entire average rainfall for the month of June. 2.5 inches would be about average. So far this month you've seen about 6 3/4 of an inch of rain in Bismarck, well above what you would normally find. Now let's take a look at St. Louis. You are hot today here around the arch. 92 degrees on the arch. And that is the warmest day you have seen so far this year. Continuing to be a hot evening. We're going to find those temperatures tomorrow, probably even warmer than this. Let's take a look elsewhere around the Midwest. I mean, you've been warm around St. Louis. You've also been warm around Kansas City. You were up in the 90s earlier before the rain came in and cooled things off to the low 80s. There's Chicago with a 70-degree high temperature. 16 days in a row now of below average high temperatures. We'll be up to the average tomorrow, and that's 80 degrees. But look at St. Louis and Kansas City, even warmer still, with temperatures soaring up into the mid-90s. So with heat like this, you need to take some extra precautions, and one of those is to not leave
Another storm, folks.
your loved ones, namely your youngsters, in the car for any length of time. In just 10 minutes, that closed-up car will get to 109 degrees Fahrenheit. 119 in just 20 minutes, and you know what? Rolling down the window, cracking in just a little bit doesn't even help, because it can get up to 124 degrees in just a half an hour. In 60 minutes, you're up to 133 degrees. It's all the way up to 138 degrees Fahrenheit. Please, don't do anything you want to see.
Well, still ahead, the first is tropical system of the season is running in the Eastern Pacific. These cell helicopters coming up in just a moment. Right now, though, the severe weather is very, very active. We have no rest.
Here's our local Doppler radar. Scattered thunderstorms, low 66, chance of rain 60%. And on Thursday, mostly cloudy, high 72, winds west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And Thursday night, mostly cloudy skies, low 60. Winds southwest. Our week ahead. Traffic congestion for our area.
Kind of quiet, but there is an area of concern in the eastern Pacific.
Okay, so let's bring in our hurricane expert, Dr. Steve Lyons. And Dr. Lyons, if I'm heading to Acapulco or Puerto Vallarta, should I be concerned?
Not really, but if you're going to do some parasailing, the early bird's going to catch the best ride and avoid some of the thunderstorms. Typically what we see in situations like this is that the moisture comes on shore, and in the morning hours it's just a little cloudy, but by afternoon we have a lot of thunderstorms and showers moving around the area. So the area of low pressure of concern is this area right in here spinning around. Let's zoom in on that area, and I'll show you what the overall pattern looks like. Low pressure here with the trough actually extending back. So this stays offshore. This area is pushing north, and some south winds on the south side of it going to head it toward Mazatlan, and eventually even maybe get to Mazatlan over the next 2 to 3 days. This could become a tropical system if it organizes just a little bit better, but some of this tropical moisture will move in and produce an increase in afternoon showers over the next couple of days. Winds right now offshore appear to be only about 20 to 25 miles per hour around that low pressure area. Let's go to the Gulf of Mexico. High pressure dominates the northeast Gulf, very hot along the coast. Again, afternoon showers, expect those there in Florida. On the south side, some of this moisture that is associated with the surge of moisture over the Yucatan is pushing into the southern Gulf and will head toward the coast of Mexico. Most of it will stay south of Brownsville, though, with that high pressure blocking it from going too far north over the next couple of days. Let's head back down to the Caribbean. You can see some of this areas of showers in Central America has really picked up quite a bit in southern Mexico right now, and nothing is forming as a tropical cyclone. Jamaica's cleared out quite a bit, other than a few afternoon showers. The Bahamas is ready over showers over the inland areas, and the Antilles, fabulous weather there with nothing really brewing out in the Atlantic this time of year. Bermuda will be cloudy over the next 2 days with some periods of isolated rain off and on, so it's not going to be ideal. But let's go to the other side of the world, over to Southeast Asia. You're heading toward the Philippines or Manila. Fabulous weather there. You're ready to catch the seafood or view the city. Watch out for some heavy rain. We have a tropical storm it's forecast in the air and around, almost in place for about 24 hours, and then head off right between Taiwan and Luzon Island in the northern Philippines, so it'll sort of bridge that gap. But the south side of these tend to be very wet. We already have a big batch of rain there now, so this area is going to be wet the next 3 to 5 days as it heads to the north east, expected to remain a tropical storm. Let's get back to David.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Lyons. And it's good to know that all's quiet in the tropics, in the Atlantic basin anyway, because we have enough going on inland here over the lower 48. Look at all of the severe weather watches that we have, no less than 8 of them. For our tornado watches, they are outlined in the red shaded areas here, and these are severe thunderstorm watches with the yellow. And here is the expiration time for each one of them, and the latest are out until 11 o'clock this evening, which includes parts of the Carolinas. So you talk about 11 o'clock Eastern time, very active conditions we're dealing with. Let's hone in on this cluster.
I'm telling you guys, the moment you start watching this on YouTube, you're going to love it. This is so awesome. Awesome.
A large hailstones, at least now the size of quarters. We've had reports of and gusty winds in the area in excess of 60 miles an hour. Not impossible, not out of the realm of possibility with these storms, because they've been pretty ominous looking on the radar picture here in the storm reports we've gotten that these thunderstorms are capable of producing those strong winds. We've also had reports of baseball-sized hailstones with some of these storms as they cross over northeastern parts of Kansas into northwestern Missouri. You're still under that tornado watch in northern Missouri. And here is the other cluster of watches stretching from the west central parts of Kentucky all the way down into northeast Georgia and the upstate areas of the Carolinas. There is a tornado warning for McCreary County right here.
pollution? Kick the plastic habit and go green with Eco Canteen. So stop lugging those heavy cases and stop drinking plastic. At 26 ounces, you'll drink more water. Critical for more energy, better health, and mental focus.
Gotcha.
Or your favorite beverage. It easily fits in your car's cup holder and it's dishwasher safe. You'll use Eco Canteen every day, at work, while driving, on walks, weekend outings, or at the gym. When you call the order, ask about new kid sizes. Bottles for as much as $50. Order your Eco Canteen now for only $9.99. But wait, you're also getting your tote free. Just pay processing. Keeps your water cold throughout the entire day. So go ahead, save money, save the environment, and protect your family's health. Not available in stores, so order now. Call 1-800-308-5826. That's 1-800-308-5826.
With other rotations inside it. I've lived in Pittsburgh all my life, so it was amazing. It was breathtaking.
It's something, Dave, thank you so much. It's something we just don't necessarily see here in Pittsburgh all day long. Of course, it wasn't that long ago, 10 years or more ago now, that we saw that one, of course, it hit Mount Washington.
See, that's the area of rotation right there, folks. There's Pittsburgh South Side is getting a tornado.
Lightning striking in the Carrick area cut into it, and I'm told that it is quite an amazing picture. Hallmark Theater was playing a picture call in by
Just give us a landline. Give us a landline.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
viewers calling in saying that they see the formation of a puddle cloud. So far, Metro Service usually will not do it until there's an absolute confirmation that there's actually not been a tornado.
They can't have cars coming out here. They're going to get stopped.
Oh, here we go again.
I'm sorry, it's not just a 35, it's 2606.
It's from the waterfront, if I'm not mistaken. The brand new golf course is in that area near Braddock. If I'm not, I may be mistaken. Yeah, I believe that's where it is. And as I say, I may, because remember, John, we had that one cell moving over the Kennywood area.
Hi, Jill, it's me. I'm sure that perhaps you are aware of what's happening in our area right now. I mean, you'll just never believe all the stuff I've been hearing on the weather. I mean, as a matter of fact, as I'm sure you might have heard, that there have been some reports of tornado sightings in the southeastern part of our county.
More confirmation and information available as the evening goes on, but right now it seems that it was somewhere in this area.
Well, I can honestly tell you there's a lot of thunder and lightning going on here right now. Our power's been taking on and off every few minutes, and now it just went out again. Yeah. How are Sadie and Abby doing? Are they okay? Are they Are they your dad's? On Pittsburgh's south side. Yeah, but and of course we're northern Allegheny County, so we're well out of the line of fire. Yeah. Because these things always tend to hit the southern part rather than the northern part of our county. Yeah, because in the southern part it's much flatter. Mom and Matt are here with me. Well, I don't want to hold you up, so I'm gonna get going. Okay. Bye. I just lost the radar. I have good news, Mom. No links upstairs in your room. No links upstairs in your room. Stop the maintenance, fix that.
At 49 Roanoke Street near Arlington Avenue. They said that house is flooding and there's a tree that fell on the house. A wire was sparking. Dispatch line 1954.
Engine 4 dispatch on the scene. Orbital engineering, 6th floor, water damage. Set the alarm. We're back in service and returning to the next one. Dispatch 12. Hey, dispatch, you can cancel us on that 216 4 Mile Road. We have 6 cars
Ohio River
flooded
Boulevard, that they're having 2 people in cars there, and also in Oakland. I think we were just talking about how widespread this is. In Oakland, near the 5-level funeral home, there was one person stuck in a car in that area due to flash flooding, and it's hard to imagine what would imagine may have to be because sewers overflowed. I think it's a really body of water
continues to rain, and you can see more and more rain that continues to move through the area.
and find out.
The ceiling in the rooms in the basement.
Into the rooms of our basement here.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're getting it in your top, right?
What an active weather situation it has been, folks. This definitely is one for the record books. Probably the last time we had a weather event like this was back on August 9th of 2007, and now this. This is our second one in about 2 years.
How deep? Not much. Not much at all. But there's some down there.
So you got a call just
We've never seen something of this magnitude in this area ever since August 9th of 2007, 2 years ago. And of course, looking at the radar right now, as I'm sure you can see, the lull in activity in our area is just about to end, as we have another line of storms coming in out of Ohio.
The biggest problem is the water that we're getting through the ceiling in the offices downstairs.
We just cleaned that up.
the newly renovated office.
Yes.
That they just cleaned up.
That's right.
When it rains and pours.
Yeah, Bernie, we want to thank you.
Chief of
Thanks for
Maintenance,
coming in.
great guy.
Took care of us.
Comes in here on his days off and nights and in the middle of the holidays.
Okay, the radar's updating. That might show that the storm is now going to hit us.
I'll give you my keys. I can get you right out.
Oh my God.
It's getting closer.
We've been talking about a lot of water that has come in the form of rain now over the last.
So please be sure to keep tuned to the weather. This is going to get worse before it gets better.
This is an event here in Pittsburgh once again, and unfortunately, the fortunate part, if we can say that, is that it appears as right now most of the possible tornadic activity is dying down or has expired. Now, they still have a warning, I guess, near the Wheeling area. But, John, is that the only one that's in effect?
No, that's gone. That's gone.
Okay, so I guess the tornado threat we no longer have to be concerned about.
Warnings for tornadoes, but unfortunately, we continue even at 9:15 at night to get warnings for severe thunderstorms, and the latest one issued was for northeastern Fayette County and south central Westmoreland County. That's a severe thunderstorm warning, and I've got it outlined. I'll zoom in on it. This is a brand new one. It's in effect, and you can see why. Good Lord. Look at the storm still. All the programs, and the lightning strikes, and the rotation signal, or signature rather. You're right.
Starting to lightning out there again.
Counties in West Virginia, Brooke, and Ohio. The National Weather Service in Pittsburgh has issued a flash flood warning for northeastern Belmont County and east central.
It's located near Roughdale, and it's moving southeast at 20 miles an hour. Other locations...
Connellsville is getting a tornado.
Are New Stanton, Donegal, Seven Springs, of course, and many other small towns along the way. There's a new rotational...
Oh, holy cow, that looks serious.
This is what David and I were talking about a minute ago, and Dennis as well, and it's not letting up. It doesn't seem to be losing any of its steam.
John, we want to go to, remember just a few years ago, Millvale really took a beating. And
If you travel Route 28 at all, Etna...
Whoa. Big flash.
...side of the Allegheny River.
Right.
And it seems like we always have reports of flooding.
That's right. We've got News Chopper 2, I believe, still over Millvale. And I'll tell you what, the people who live in this area, and I know they've done so many different things to try to keep the area from flooding, and Birdie's Run Creek.
Yeah.
And this is a live book. I'm not sure exactly, you know this area a little better, Tracy.
Yeah, I'm
There's a
not
lot of
quite
water
sure
there.
exactly where we are here. I'm not sure if it's on the lower end of Millvale or near Gertie's Run, the Grant Street Bar, or exactly where this is.
It's not looking like the busiest area. It doesn't look like all that.
But obviously there are...
It doesn't look like the Grant Street Bar area.
North
Back in a minute if it gets worse.